Shauna. She is up on line 2.
Shauna.
Hello?
Hi, Shauna.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine.
You are?
Yeah,
You're up awful late again.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, first I want to know if you got my your birthday card.
I did, and I really liked it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Well, my mom's been in jail 3 times since I talked to you last. And she's in jail now. In Mariloma.
Where is she now?
Marilona.
Where is that?
Mariloma.
Yeah, but where is that?
By Lancaster.
Uh-huh. So they put her in a new place, huh?
Yeah.
And on what charges this time?
Prostitution again.
Remember what we talked about last time?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what you remember?
That my mom's like a child, and that I can't count on her for any.
Right. How did that? What effect did those words have on you?
Well, my mom called today and she made me cry because she told me about some old times. She was watching the Little Mermaid. She says when I was little, I used to sing it to her, and she missed me.
Okay. So you were filled with remembering, right?
Yeah.
And it made you yearn for the good old days, right?
Right.
But the thing that I told you still holds true, that you can't expect anything from her. I mean, she's not able to take care of herself. And when you expect things from her, or you hope that things will get better, you only get hurt. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
So is there any way that we can make it possible for you to listen to her when she talks without getting so involved? You know, there were some good times, but the fact is, most of your childhood has been worried about whether or not she's being arrested for drugs or prostitution. Isn't that right?
Yeah. My grandparents took the phone away from me as soon as I started crying, so I didn't get bad. And my dad's in jail right across the street from my mom.
For what?
For driving without a license.
When was the last time you saw him?
I think around Christmas. I'm not sure. I think around Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Uh-huh. So he doesn't have much to do with you either, sweetheart, does he?
No.
How do you feel about that?
That's really sad. I miss him a lot.
Who do you miss more, your mother or your father?
Well, mostly my father, because my mother, I'll see her here and there and whatever. But my father, he lives so far out.
And do you have his telephone number? Is it possible for you to call him?
No, because he's in jail right now, but we had his number before, but he lives at somebody else's house, so it's hard.
Uh-huh. But is it possible for you to call him when he's at someone else's house?
Only at one number, yeah.
I wonder if something could be done so you can spend a little more time talking to him, because you need a little more contact. I can feel that in your voice, that you don't feel you're having enough contact with some parent who cares for you, right?
Right.
When you talk to your dad, are you getting along with him?
Yeah.
Is he kind to you?
Yeah.
So maybe we ought to ask your grandparents to see if they can make contact with him a little bit more.
Well, I would have to call my other grandparents in San Diego, because they're the closest they can get to him, not these grandparents.
Uh-huh. How do you get along with those grandparents?
Okay, I get to see them once in a while on vacation.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not having much of vacation.
What do you mean?
Well, because of my mom and my dad and my brother's dad.
What's with your brothers?
My brother's dad is in jail, too, for a year.
For what?
For medical cards.
For
medical fraud.
Medical fraud.
Yeah.
Boy, the whole family's in such trouble, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, and I got a picture from my sister from Detroit.
What shape is she in?
She looks okay, but she's not talking. She's still not talking. She's at 3.
Why isn't she talking?
Well, I guess my mom only didn't have no time with her. And never learned how to talk. All she would point.
How old is she now?
She's 33.
And all she does is point.
Point and like goes, like that. Little baby sounds. That's it.
So in some way, Shauna, you're lucky, huh?
I don't see any way I'm lucky.
Well, that you didn't suffer the way your sister's suffering, and that you have grandparents who care about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that people like you.
Right.
There's a little luck in that, huh? I'm sorry you have to go through so much stuff. It's so heavy for such a little kid, huh? You know, you've gotten old before your time. You know what I'm saying? You've grown up too soon. You know too many things. Most people don't know the things you know till they're much older. Shauna, what are we going to do?
Not much we can do.
And I think that's the truth. But what we can do is we can understand that that's the way things are and give up hoping that they'll be different. I know I told you that before, right?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Uh-huh.
Because if you hope your mother's going to be better, I think you're just going to be disappointed.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't understand, but, like, it seems like every time I forgot about her and having a good time, like today I was going somewhere, piano class, to do piano, and she calls and disappoints me. Just like that, and...
Maybe you shouldn't talk to her.
But then I miss her. I'll miss her more.
But what would you rather do? Talk to her and feel bad, or not talk to her?
Well, if I talk to her, it'd be better for it. Like, we monitor it on a recording machine, but maybe it'd be better if somebody else was on the phone, too.
I think maybe you ought to do that. Maybe someone should always be on the phone so they can cut it off when it starts hurting you. I think your grandmother can do that.
Okay.
Okay?
I love you.
I love you, too.
And I want to say that Arlene, thanks for being nice to me and everything, and you're real pretty.
Okay. I'm sure she appreciates that. You take care, Shauna. We'll be right back.